Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Collectors Enabled. Thank you for joining us this Sunday evening. Hope everyone had a great week. And we were out last week. We had some illness and some things going on, and I hope everyone was doing well. And this week is another very light staffed show. And John has some family stuff going on, and I think CC is in the UK, and Donald is probably working, and Todd is well, Sundays are tough for Todd. So anyway, I just wanted to come on. I wanted to bring the show live, see what's going on with everybody. I wanted to maybe do a steals and deals, maybe answer a couple questions. Really, short show, just for a few minutes or so, and then maybe talk about potentially moving the show to a different night, maybe Friday night or Saturday night or something like that. Which might make it easier for everybody. I know Sundays are tough, especially people going back to work on Monday, and especially tough when we have a West Coast crew mixed with the East Coast. So anyway, if anyone got anything great in this week, let me know. This was a pretty light week for me. I actually don't think I got hardly anything in. Maybe the Darth Vader Obi-Wan hot toy, which just need to have that one. But hey, Dinesh, what's going on? What's going on, Alan Kiefer? Thank you for joining. Lane, as always. And Terry, let's see. Not a lot going on Saturday nights. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what shows are on Saturday night anymore. But we could probably pick a time, and our show's pretty short. We don't keep it that long, but maybe we'll figure something out. And Gaming with Dummies, Yo, what's going on? What's up, Cena? Thanks for joining us. And yeah, keep popping in. We'll let people jump in and see what's going on. I saw something really freaking cool today. And if you guys know Walter, he's a big Star Wars collector. I gotta show you this, because I haven't seen something like this that kind of caught my attention in a while. And let's see if I can find these pictures for you. Here they are. So I want to pop this up. Now, a lot of you are familiar with Blue Box Hyper and the work that they do. And generally, they're known for really high quality stuff. And I was just kind of scrolling through, and then I got this message from John, and he shared me what Blue Box did. And you know that John is a big Blue Box fan. And I gotta say, these things look awesome. So obviously, was it Revenge of the Sith? Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, with sort of like that, almost like that choke position. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi, almost like the fight on Mustafar or on Utapau. I just think these look so phenomenal. They look so good. And so good that I actually reached out to Blue Box Hyper, and I got to have this Anakin. I think this is so great. There's Walter and the guys from Blue Box. So this just looks amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you can check out definitely more photos on Blue Box Hyper's Facebook page. And, obviously it's full silicone, custom commission, really, really good stuff. And I just think that Anakin's amazing. I think he would look awesome next to my custom Darth Vader. And I kind of figured out that I don't think I want to collect heroes. So with limited space, there's just something about the baddies. And I just think they look better. And especially Anakin next to like Darth Vader. Obviously he'll be, a little bit shorter, and that transition, that 1-to-1, I think next to each other would look amazing. So let me know what you guys think. I think these are absolutely phenomenal. And again, do you guys ever come across something and you see it and you're like, oh man, I have to have that? And if that happened to you recently, let me know what it was. And then it got me thinking, well, Blue Box they do commissions. So what else would they be awesome at? I'm thinking maybe like a 1-to-1 Emperor Palpatine or something like that. So I actually asked them about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. I have no idea how much this is. I have no idea how long it'd take. I have no idea. Obviously it's a custom mannequin, more than likely, silicone hand, silicone head. custom, obviously tunic and whatnot. So I'm real curious to find out more information, and when I do, I'll share it with you guys. But I think that this needs to join my collection. I think that is a pretty good Hayden Christensen sculpt. Darth Vader skull. I think the Obi-Wan looks incredible too. But dang it, Walter. These are awesome. These are so cool. Perfect pose too. Let's see what's going on. So let me know what you think. What's up, Dennis? Thank you for joining. Darth Sauron, what's going on? And what's up, Miguel? How's it going? Your vision, what's up? What's up? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's absolutely incredible. And I'll let you know what I decide to do. I guess what we'll do, another thing, actually, here's another thing I wanted to share with everybody is on our Facebook page. I know that we always do some steals and deals throughout the week or on our Sunday show, which again may change, and we'll let you know what it's going to be. We also created a buy sell trade, and I know that we try to keep our page clean and it's for sharing and for banter and for whatnot, but there's a dedicated post to the buy sell trade, and I wanted to pull that up. So if you go ahead and you go to our Facebook page here, Donald set up sort of a pinned post, and I got to say, there's some pretty good stuff popping in here. And I forgot who asked me to show something, but I wanted to show this so that you guys can find it. Obviously, everyone here is probably on our Facebook page, but go ahead and check this out. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good deals, very trusted sellers, of course. I had just posted my guts this morning, the Rage Berserker armor, which I still have on PO, but I ended up transferring that, so that worked out really well. A lot of good stuff. So if you have something to sell, if you're looking to buy something also, and it could be anything from 1/6 scale all the way to life size. You can see Donald selling some hot toys here. I thought this was kind of cool. The life size endoskeleton arm from the Sideshow V2, fully chromed. I think that's pretty cool. So surprising, some cool stuff popping up, but I wanted to bring that to your attention too, and not trying to make Collectors Enabled into sort of an infomercial, but I mean, I guess part of our job is to introduce you to cool things and you guys to share cool things with us. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, you can sell feed pics. You name your price, and we'll see. We'll see if they go for. There's like a special website for that, I thought. So let's see. What's up, Beast? How's it going? What's up, everybody? So tell me what's going on. What's happening? Again, I don't think this is gonna take hardly but a few minutes. I just wanted to kind of get on and see what everyone's up to. I guess what I could do is we'll go through a quick steals and deals. And gosh, I've been selling a lot of stuff. There's not a lot left. So if you are looking for anything in particular, kind of jump on it pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and add that here, steals and deals, see if we have anything good. And of course, check out the Facebook buy sell trade for more steals and deals. So here we go again on the steals and deals. I'll make this real quick. And actually, I think a lot of people actually come here just for the steals and deals. People have been messaging me all week. Hey, Mike, you're going to do some more sales and stuff? Yeah, definitely. So still have this Queen Studios Joker. This is the one that I think John sold, and I'm willing to part with mine. And shoot, this thing was like $1,500 for the rooted hair shipped from Todd. And I think I'll do $950 shipped if anyone is still looking for this. And that's a pretty dang good price, I think. Didn't really get a lot of pickup on this 2 weeks ago. This is the Partisan Scout Trooper. Obviously not mine. Mine is boxed up brand new from RS. This week, I'm just going to say $500 shipped US. I think that's less than retail. And it was also in Great British. So there was a conversion thing. But if anyone wants this Partisan Scout Trooper helmet, it's with the signature plaque, all that stuff that you see there. 500 shipped this week. And yeah, for sure. What's up, Josh? Next up, Hot Toys Boba Fett. Let's go 450 this week. Super cheap. Poison Ivy, fresh from Todd. I'm gonna go cheap this week. I'm gonna say 1400 shipped, which is like 300 less than the last time. So if you're still looking for that poison ivy skin color, 1400 shipped in the US, not bad. Still got this KD cell. KD cell, let's go with this is gonna be way cheaper than I've seen. Let's go with 950 shipped. That's the cheapest I've ever seen this, brand new in the box. Still got these. I know I have a friend who is interested in the Vegeta. I'm actually thinking about keeping the Goku at this point, but I will do any of these shipped if you want them. I'm going to go with 1300 this week, just because I kind of want to keep that Goku for that fourth form Frieza and see what's going on. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm going to brush my teeth during the entire video. Respect for the content creator. What's up, Mr. X? Hope you're doing well, man. Don't forget to use fluoridated toothpaste, not that Tom's nonsense. Okay, almost done here. We got custom Hulkbuster, 2500 plus. I'll split ship. It's like 4 or 5 boxes. So just let me know if you have any questions. And then I've been wrong about this the whole time, and no one's called me out. I've been saying this is like 2200, 2300, all that. This thing was like 1450 plus ship retail. So I think shipping was like 250 or something like that. So it probably was like 1700 retail. So that's what I'll do this week is 1700 shipped this week and brand new in the box. So I'm surprised no one called me out on this one. I was way off on the price because I just don't remember what we pay for these things. So that's it for the steals and deals. I'm sure John and everybody will have some more stuff next week, and we'll kind of take it from there. Sell me your Queen Hulkbuster. So, man, my buddy in Texas just got his Queen Hulkbuster, and that's going to be one that's so hard to part with. That might be one that I never part with. I do know that it is available through SICK. I think it's like $33.99 shipped, which it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's so worth it. It's so good. It's such a good one. Let's see. Actually, Dinesh, I do want to talk about that. I think that would be pretty good. So is anyone interested in this 1/3 Maul? Because shoot, I definitely am. Let's pull up PCS's website. This actually kind of came out of nowhere. I thought this looked freaking awesome. So here we go. Boom. There's a lot of malls out there. Custom, Sideshow, XM, whatever. This thing looks pretty good. Anybody looking to get this one? The teaser is really cool looking. I think the base looked really cool. I think Ant put out a picture of that last week, kind of with the scene, the Duel of Fates on the bottom. There's supposed to be something that's hidden. We're unsure whether it's mechanical legs, spider legs, whatever it may be. I think this one has a lot of potential. When the news came out that PCS was getting the Star Wars 1/3 license, I was just kind of like, meh, it's kind of exciting, but there's a lot of custom Star Wars out there. And even that's kind of tricky these days. But then he popped this out and shoot, this looks really, really good. So this is something I can't wait to see. The full announcement, obviously dropping on Thursday, the 13th at noon. So this week we should get our full reveal. I mean, Ant likes to work until, the very last minute to get the best deal. So we'll see what happens. This is very responsible. Oh my goodness. I don't make any decisions until I see the price. I do think, Ant's been pretty good with prices. I mean, the turtles 1-to-1, 42-inch diameter, gigantic diorama that dropped last week or the week before for like 2200, 2300. That was really good. So a 1/3 scale Maul, my guess is $13.99 maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking probably $13.99. Might get it depending on how it fully looks. There's one Maul that I have that you know is a fan art, and it's a fully clothed Maul, and I think it's the best representation of Maul out there. I know a lot of people say that the XM Maul is the best, and it it's wonderful. It's really good. It's quarter scale, and I think there's been a large push of Star Wars to 1/3 scale. So this is going to be extremely exciting. I'd be shocked if the platinum exclusive doesn't sell out within less than 24 hours. So, a lot of things to look forward to here. Let's see. JoJo says nowadays PCS will charge at least 1,700. Really? Like 16.99? I don't know. I really I kind of feel like a 1/3 mall being 16.99 versus the Turts being 22.99, but maybe because obviously the Star Wars license commands extra money. No one actually knows what the fee is and what Ant's paying or what companies like Regal Robot has to pay. But I'm sure it's pretty expensive. Plus, does it really matter if this 1/3 is 16.99, 1,700? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it would still sell, especially with an ES of 150, the chance to get a platinum coin, $200 off in the Ruby ticket. I don't know. Josh says, let's see, what does Josh say? My computer is awfully slow. It could be 1,600 due to license. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'd say at the most, and I could be wrong. I'd say 15.99 at the most. I'd be shocked if it's more than that. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. We're not allowed to talk about that anymore. Can't talk about that. So B on YouTube says I'm betting 1,700 plus. Ah man, you guys are okay. Maybe I'm just too optimistic based on their other 1/3. Shoot, I haven't even checked their other 1/3. Well, let's see. 1/3 scale on PCS, and the prices are. Let's see. The mall has a light up. It's fully sculpted, probably. Maybe it's pretty similar to the Daredevil kind of. Oh, Daredevil has a life. So Daredevil 1,500, Species 1,500, RoboCop 1,450. The Howling is fully. There's no way you can compare this to a Darth Maul. I don't think, with all the punched fur, full body punched fur. So I mean that's kind of an outlier. Let's take a look at the rest. The Turtles about 1,300. Storm 1,600. Yeah, I bet you 1,450. See, none of these licenses are probably as expensive as the Star Wars license, but I'm sure that Ant took that into consideration. I'd I'd be shocked. I bet there's no way this is more than 1,700. I would be shocked if it's more than 1,700, only because the Storm is 1,600 with the Marvel license. So, okay, I'm gonna say no more than 1,700, but my official guess will be I'm gonna say 1,600, same as the Storm. Let's see how that goes. That's true. Sideshow Rex is 1,000, so could be that high. Let's take a look at that Sideshow Rex for a minute, just because a lot of Star Wars stuff popping up, and it's kind of getting me excited to kind of get back to my Star Wars roots. Let's see. Let's find that Captain Rex. Speaking of Star Wars, I'll say it. I kind of actually like the Acolyte. What do you guys think? Acolyte yay, Acolyte nay? Too soon to form an opinion? Your Vision says 1,450, I'll get it. And B says, but will you pay for shipping? And shipping's not bad. I'd say his shipping would probably be 250, 300. Still kind of expensive. I think this Rex is pretty good. But I mean, compare this to something like the Sideshow Mark 7, which of course came out a while ago. And was also about 2 or $300 less. But I mean, this is good. Nice dynamic pose. Awesome light up base. Looks good lit up or not. Details look pretty good. Nice size. Almost looks slightly larger than 1/4, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone's getting this Rex, let me know. I watched episode 2 tonight. Painful. Yeah, I feel like it's building towards something. I feel like it'll pay off. Then again, I could be completely wrong. What's up, Cypher? How's it going? Thought the Acolyte was okay. Not good or bad for me waiting for the rest of the season. Yeah, uh, of course, the first thing I do is go on YouTube and look at all like the theories and watch like new rock stores and stuff like that. And they're saying who's the mysterious, who is the Sith? Could it be Darth Plagueis? Could it be Darth Tenebris? I guess this is, um, uh, I guess Master. Could it be somewhere around that timeline? And it could be. It could be. But could they surprise us with like a Darth Plagueis? And maybe. I mean, that would make it incredible. Darth Plagueis is one of my favorite books. But I don't know if Disney would actually do that. It would be kind of sad. A Tenebris, a Plagueis would be really, really phenomenal. Let's see. Darth Sauron says Ant did say it's under 2K. So all right, well, I think we'll be surprised, but I'm guessing no more than 17. There's no way, but I could be wrong. Rex is 200 too much, maybe 150 too much. Yeah, Jojo, I think so too. I think that Rex probably should be about like 795 instead of 995. Let's see. Yeah, Cypher. So John is busy with family, and everyone else has some commitments, and so we're just gonna do a short show, talk about a couple things that caught our eyes, anything that you guys wanted to talk about, and just go from there. And it looks like I'm having some internet difficulty, so might be a pretty good time to take another topic or two, and then just kind of say goodnight for today. But I think this looks good. I think it's good. I think that you can't go wrong picking it up. There have been some Rexes in the past, some customs and fan arts, and I do think this looks better than most of the fan arts that I've seen. So, for sure, if I collected Rex, that would be where I would go. I'm sure that you guys were super excited by this, and I actually have the ability to get this black and gold Iron Man. I'm tempted, but if any of you do want it and would like access to this from a very trusted seller, just message me after the show or message me tonight, and I'll put you in touch with the right guy. I'd like the concept of gold and black Iron Man. I think it's fantastic. I think it's awesome looking. Could it work as a hot toy? Yeah, definitely. Do I want to get it? I think so. Do I want to pay $400 for it? Not really, but it's pretty cool. It's definitely a pretty cool one. I wish this had. It'd be awesome if in like Secret Wars or something coming out in the future, if they had like a black and gold variant to make this, a screen used suit. I think that'd be pretty cool. So let's see. What's up, FBJ? How's it going? Talk about the Hot Toys exclusive trend. I'd like to talk about that with John, because John's in the thick of it, and so that would be a really good topic. Let's save that topic for when we actually have people to talk about it with. Talk about the Trump verdict. Oh, come on, we don't do politics here, not often, at least. Let's see. Pittsburgh Steelers Iron Man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm still tempted. And I still may procure it. It's just, God, I gave away basically like 20 Hot Toys to a fellow collector like 2 weeks ago for like almost a steal. And so here I am, I'll buy this for full price and then give it away for like 150 bucks. So, why do it in the first place? Yeah, it I get that it's a toy, I get that it's a figure, but if Hot Toys does one thing really well, it's freaking Iron Man. They just crush it. They're so good. Still selling Iron Man 1 halves. Yes, I actually have a Battle Damage Mark III that should be coming in sometime soon that I'll probably siphon off. My Mark 50 Queen Studios was picked up by Johnny, and so he should be getting that from Todd pretty soon. Let's see. My Mark 1 is supposed to be being picked up in about 2 weeks or this week, depending on who wants it the most. And I'll have to talk to Ronnie if he definitely wants it, but that's supposed to be leaving. I'm keeping the Mark 7 for now just because I think that's my. And we're back. So yeah, half scales are going to be going. Hot Toys, we'll talk about that next week with John. RDJ is coming back. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope so with Secret Wars. We know that Marvel needs to do something and just do something. Do something like X-Men 97. Everyone liked that. It was excellent. What's going on, Ledge? Not much. I'm excited to see what you're getting in, Ledge. I know that you just picked up something pretty noteworthy. Third to the sixth collectibles. Awesome. I'm late to the show. What are your thoughts on Sideshow X23 versus X23XM? All new Wolverine. Let's check it out. So my initial thoughts on the Sideshow X23 was that it was a little lackluster, right? Let's pull that open. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thought it was. Oh, there it is. Okay, the Uncaged X23. Let's pull that up. Uh, you know, exclusive unmasked portrait. How much is this thing? $700 for the exclusive and $685 for the single portrait X23. Just looks kind of flat. I mean, it's cool. It's cool looking. It's not bad. Price is okay-ish. 20 inches tall. I don't know. I like it. I don't love it. I think the base is actually cooler than the statue. I don't know if that's on purpose. So, okay, well, that's not bad. Price definitely isn't bad. Let's take a look at the XM X23. Here we go. So correct me if this is the wrong one. So this is on Spec Fiction here. Huh. Well, honestly, don't know which one I like better. I think I'd prefer the XM, but then I kind of hate the XM base. But I like the Sideshow base better, but I don't like the Sideshow pose. Kind of like this jumping pose thing. No. Price is good. Ready to ship. 649. I choose XM on this one. That's just me though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely third to sixth scale collectibles. I'm definitely choosing XM. A little bit of shipping. $5.99. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the base, but I definitely like the sculpt better for sure. For sure. Let's see. Hot Toys Hulkbuster is iconic for a hot or sorry, the wired light up kit I have makes a perfect light up piece. Hot Toys Hulkbuster is amazing. I think that's one of the best Hot Toys ever made. I've bought it once, sold it once, bought it twice, sold it twice, and don't think I'll be getting it again. But again, that's because the Queen Studios one is just so good. It's just so good. Josh is saying, I'm playing with the idea of going back to one half since I can't trust the Queen one there. What the hell? Okay. All right. I agree. Let's talk about this for just 1 second because this is on my mind. So let's pull up Queen Studios here. And again, let's take a quick peek. All the new stuff should be at the bottom. Where are the 1/3s? So according to Randy and a couple other people, we were supposed to see the Thor 1/3 revealed, I think back in April, but apparently that never happened. And instead we got some more in art stuff. So we got Ron, and then we got Hermione, and then a few other things. But I mean, they started off so strong. Like, this is amazing. This is awesome. The Hulk, awesome. I don't know if they're going to bend in the line. I have no idea what Queen is doing because Queen doesn't come out and say things publicly anymore. They don't really have a public presence, and I wish they did. I wish they would just say like, "Hey, yes, we're working on it. Don't worry," or just at least give us a clue. Now, all that being said, I'm in on both of these. I think these pieces are phenomenal, Josh. I know the prices are more than the one halves, which is kind of crazy, but the footprint of the one half, it's if you're gonna go one half, you might as go 1/1. But then again, you could put two one halves stacked on a shelf. Um, and we know for a fact that the one half is pretty much done with Queen. So there's no indication that they're doing anything else one half. But 1/3 is open for a lot of potential. And maybe if we don't see things, maybe they'll just drop a whole ton of stuff in December again, like last year. But I think you'd have more luck with the 1/3 and maybe doing some select one halves, uh, since we know for a fact one half line is not going to be finished. Are you going to StatueCon? If so, I'd like to schedule cleaning. Unfortunately, I will not be at StatueCon, but if you're ever in Knoxville, just let me know. I'll hook you up with my best hygienist. Yeah, XM so much better. 3/6 scale says I agree. No expression on the XM, but XM is overall better. Yeah, thanks. I haven't seen that XM one before, but definitely the Sideshow one just looks a little cartoony, which I get it's a cartoon, but I like the slightly more mature presence to the XM. Dinesh says, "Are you going to get the JND John Wick?" And I know that you're all upset at me, but I still have not watched John Wick. I've gone back and rewatched House of the Dragon, which is phenomenal. But still haven't watched John Wick. I know all the people complaining about, okay, proportions are off and yada yada. You know that JND is going to fix that. They're going to make this look as much like Keanu Reeves as they can. So only reason I'm not getting it is because I have still never seen any of the movies. However, when they perfect his face and then drop a Neo, I'm 100% in day one. How much for your one half Mark One? I am selling it for about a little over 3,000 pickup. So, and I got two people in line who are pretty much committed. I'm sure the Queen 1/3 will happen. It's just when should be glad. Give people some time to save for each piece. Yeah, it's true. It's true because okay, you drop 4,500 on a Hulk, or you start a payment plan. You do however much the Mark 7 was, 27 or whatever. So it is nice, but it's also nice to be like, okay, hey, we're gonna announce the next one. Boom. Kind of like what JND's doing. JND, they give you a couple months, one a month, one every other month, and keep it pretty simple, but it's steady and good variety of stuff too. So, I mean, some people will buy every single dang JND, and that was me for a while, but now I'm getting a little bit pickier. Restraint, right, Mr. X? Let's see. McCoy. Josh says I have the 1/3 on order. I think that 1/3 Iron Man is going to be amazing. I think the Hulk is going to be insanely good. But again, just wait. Just wait. You'll probably get, again, my favorite post. Oh, I'm selling my Hulk PO, paid Todd $600, looking for 200 back. Just wait for one of those. You know it's going to happen, sadly. What about John from Queens? He communicates for them. I haven't really talked to John a lot. John was supposed to be on the show a little while ago. I know he's been on a couple other channels, but been kind of radio silent. Before, they were putting out like a little Queen update video every now and then, and they haven't done that in a while. So I'll probably reach out to John again and see what's going on. Yeah, I agree with Ledge. I'd stick to the 1/3 and just select one half. Just pick the ones that you really like. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? So, let's just check, see if there's anything else kind of cool. I don't know if these are still for sale, but that Magneto, the LBS Magneto and the Thor that Todd put up, um, I had this Magneto and it's incredible. Absolutely amazing. These prices are just freaking killer. I can't believe it. Uh, Super killer prices. I know shipping is kind of expensive, but even still, with the shipping, it's still cheaper than retail, or what retail was. I have John's cell phone, but I'll send it to your Venmo. I'll send it to your Venmo. Um, so if you guys were looking for another steal, this is absolutely fabulous. I did own this one, the one with the aura. It's absolutely gigantic. Details are incredible. If I was sticking with comic-based stuff, I would definitely have kept it, and I would buy it back too at this price. Absolutely phenomenal. So really, really good deals. But yeah, I think that's about it. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the Blue Box Hyper Star Wars. I wanted to talk about the PCS Darth Maul that we'll see this week. Potentially, yeah, there we go. There you go. Ledge is on it. Thank you, Ledge. Uh, Talk about a couple other things, and then just kind of shoot the breeze. So I think what we're gonna do is, Sunday is just sort of a tough night. I don't work on Mondays. I know, which is kind of weird because don't dentists take Fridays off? I work on Friday. And it's kind of tough for everybody else. So we're gonna maybe pick a different night, just because we enjoy just kind of chatting with you guys. I enjoy chatting with John and the crew. So we'll make it work for everybody. But thank you guys for kind of just sticking around and having a little bit of short banter. Reach out to me if you wanted any of the steals and deals. And of course, if you had any questions, go ahead and hit me up. Go to our Facebook page and put your stuff in the buy, sell, trade. A lot of good stuff there, a lot of good prices, and a lot of good people. So with all that being said, we're going to put some probably some posts in the group this week talking about when our next show would be. Might be a surprise second show this week, depending on what our crew decides to do. But thank you guys for joining. You guys are the best. Really, you guys make this what it is. So I really appreciate it. And stay in touch. Let me know if you have questions. If you see anything in my collection that you want, I get people messaging me asking if I'm buying stuff. That's fine. Always, if you see something, you want it, just ask. And typically I'll make you a pretty good deal. But anywho, hope you all have a great night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for dealing with me streaming solo. And hopefully me and the whole crew will see you sometime this week, if not next week. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a great week in collecting. See you guys next week.